title. We did this last year. We did this about 6 months ago with the Suburban. So we've been through the process once already. It's pretty straightforward. As long as you have all of your documentation in order before you head over there to the Department of Transport. So we're in Placencia. Our closest Department of Transport office is in Dangriga. It's in the same building as the bus terminal. So when you first enter the country, they give you a temporary permit. It's good for 14 days. It says right on it that it's only supposed to be $10 for the permit, but somehow they've managed to tack on $10 per axle without that ever being anywhere in writing on the permit. So we spent, looks like we spent $60. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. So we spent $60 for a $10 permit for 4 axles. But anyway, you get your temporary permit. It's good for 14 days, and they expect you to make your way to your nearest Department of Transport within that 14 days to get your actual registration and title if you're importing the vehicle into Belize instead of just visiting. But one thing you have to be sure to get at the border when you're crossing is a stamped and signed receipt for the truck, and if you're carrying the trailer or pulling a trailer, the trailer and any other vehicle that might be on or in the trailer all separately need a signed and stamped receipt that you paid the duty for that vehicle. You need to take that along with, they'll give you like a grouping of papers here stapled together. It's basically their assessment, their valuation. It's got the VIN number on all of the documents, more stamps and signatures on the evaluation and the description, and then copy of your bill of sale here, and stamped and signed again by customs, and your original title. So they will take all of these. They will keep, the Department of Transport will take all of these and they will keep them. And they will give you back a handwritten title for the vehicle, Belize title. You want to scan that and keep that somewhere safe.
Well, it's handwritten, but it's also stamped.
Stamped. And a receipt that you paid for the title, which you also want to keep. You want to keep all your receipts. Anytime you pay anything in Belize, you want to keep your receipt. And then they will register the vehicle, and it's an annual registration, and you need to do that every year before it expires. And that comes with a sticker that goes on your windshield to prove that it's currently registered. And I forgot to mention the other thing you have to have when you go in to get, I guess there's 2 things that you need when you go in to get your vehicle titled in Belize is you need your passport for the owner listed on the original title, and you need
Proof of insurance.
Yeah, thanks. Proof of insurance. And you have to get that when you first come across the border anyway. So you should have, insurance that's good for a year when you're going in to get registered title. they'll probably come out and inspect the vehicle, which just means they walk around it, make sure that it looks operational. I think they didn't test anything. In our case, they haven't tested,